Hello interwebs and welcome to my channel. So for today's video, if you are watching this video that the day it goes up, today is actually my birthday, June 18th. I am now officially 28 years old. Oh god, I'm getting old, aren't I? Yes, so today is actually officially my birthday, and so I figured it would be a good time to give another channel update about what's going on in my life and some projects that I have coming out and some projects that I want to do in the future, and basically sort of some thoughts and ruminations on what I see as the future of this channel going forward and what I really am hoping to do with the Jesse Gender channel moving forward into the future with all of your help and what you all can do to help me make all of that a reality. So the first thing that I want to mention is the really exciting stuff that you can get on right now and just have some fun hanging out with me and some more content that I am making. So the first thing that I want to quick announce is that I have been doing a podcast with the one, the only Council of Geeks over on the Council of Geeks podcast network. For those of you who don't know, Council of Geeks is a wonderful, wonderful geek YouTuber like myself who also talks about LGBTQ issues and mainly focuses on Doctor Who, but like myself talks about every single type of geek topic and things under the sun that revolve around us geeks, because, you know, Council of Geeks, that's their name. And Council of Geeks has appeared in a few of my videos before. But on a live stream a few weeks ago, Council of Geeks learned that I had never seen the show Farscape. And I know many of you out there are probably shocked that I never saw Farscape. It was just a show that had sort of missed my viewing habits over these past few years, and I just never got around to watching it. So Council of Geeks decided to ask me to do a podcast called What the FRELL, in which we go through and are watching every single week an episode of Farscape and reviewing it for all of you, with Council of Geeks having had already seen it and myself coming into it fresh and sort of giving our different contrasting views on the series. And I have to say, so far I am really, really loving it. So if you want to hear all my thoughts and reviews and just having fun hanging out with Council of Geeks, you can go over and check out that podcast. It's on, like I said, Council of Geeks podcast network, and it's called What the FRELL, and that should be a ton of fun. And speaking of collaborations, on Sundays, I am over on Lore Reloaded's channel doing a Star Trek RPG role-playing game, kind of like Dungeons & Dragons Star Trek. And I do that with Lore Reloaded, Lore Runner, myself, and then another woman who, at the time of this recording, I haven't actually met because we haven't done any episodes with her, but she is a wonderful person, so I'm told, and I'm sure she's going to be a lot of fun. And this is kind of similarly in the vein of the RPGs that I used to do over on Lore Reloaded's channel about half a year ago with Lore Runner as well, Ketwalski, and myself. Also, apologies if you are hearing some rain noises. It is actually thundering and lightning, but I can't really delay shooting this video, so apologies if you're getting a little bit of extra noise going on in the background of the studio. My apologies for that. But I do that every single Sunday over on Lore Reloaded's channel, and also I am currently looking into, and possibly it might already be up by the time that this video goes live, I'm looking into doing a podcast feed of both the previous campaign I did with Ketwalski and Lore Runner and myself and Lore Reloaded, and also doing week-to-week updates with the current campaign that is going on right now. So if you want to see me play a sexually promiscuous bisexual Andorian, you can go check me out over on Lore Reloaded's channel. It's a ton of fun every single Sunday, and I'd love to see you there because we do it live for all of you, and you can join us and even impact the game as well.
And can I just say, just to add to the boring nature of my character, that I am totally immune to the Delton.
That doesn't surprise me. So
it's nothing, just nothing. I just, hello, can I help you? And she is expecting something, and I'm just, yeah. Mm.
Meanwhile, you like look over at me, and I'm just like,
yeah. Well, I mean, everyone else is too, because that's how they were. Just, you know, everyone comes to the show, like,
you even say that you're like, I have no sexual attraction to you, like just straight out.
That's what you say. That's the first thing you say to everybody.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, it's a good thing. You know, I've seen Star Trek: The Motion Picture. It's a good way to start the workday. Hello, I am not sexually attracted to you.
Thank you.
Definitely a movement away from Roddenberry's views, but all right.
And then the final current thing that I have been doing is, some of you may have noticed that I am doing Twitch now. I have started a Twitch channel, Jesse Gender, where I play video games and just generally hang out with all of you. Now, I haven't had a regular schedule for the Twitch streams at the time of this recording. I've mainly been playing Monday and Tuesday evenings my time, which is Pacific Standard Time, so around like 7 or 8 or 9 in the evening, I jump on Twitch and start playing a video game, and everyone chats and we hang out and we just have a general good fun. Sometimes I get drunk, so it's usually a very good time over there. So if you want to just hang out with me, you can join me on those nights. Like I said, I don't have a set schedule for it yet, but I'm hoping beginning in July, and I'll announce this on my Twitter and probably in a video or something too. But starting in July, I'll probably have a set weekly schedule for when I'll be on Twitch. Like I'll be on every Monday or Wednesday or something like that. But I need to kind of figure out what's going on in my full-time life and full-time job to be able to figure out exactly when I can set those dates. But it will become a regular thing, but it's not regular just yet. So, speaking of full-time life and full-time craziness, let's talk a little bit about what is going on in my life right now before I get to some future hopes and dreams for the channel and what I hope to be doing with this channel in the future and with my creativity and projects that I want to get done with your help. So, as many of you know, the last channel update I did about 2 months ago, I should say, somewhere in that vicinity, I lost my full-time job. And one of the best things about that, as hard as that was that all of you, many of you out there in the audience, went over to my Patreon to support me and help me through this financial time. And I cannot thank all of you enough who helped me out over on Patreon. It truly, really helps and means the world to me. Just to do the quick Patreon pitch for all of you out there who may not be Patreons, I have a Patreon page where I give you a bunch of cool perks. You get your name in videos. You get to do a Patreon hangout with me every month where you get to just have a intimate chat with me. You can even have one-on-one chats with me if you give it the highest tier. You can get me to review things, review your favorite shows, movies, things like that. All that's over on my Patreon. And like I said, it really helps me out going into the future. Right now, at the time of this recording, I'm interviewing for a couple full-time jobs, one that I'm not so enthusiastic about but will take if I need to, another one that I'm really excited about and hope that I get, but we'll see. And I don't want to talk about them specifically because I don't want to ruin my chances of getting them, but I am very excited, and hopefully that'll help in the near future. About the full-time jobs. And once I do get a full-time job and I can kind of talk about it, I will let all of you know when that happens. And nothing's set in stone. I may not get either of them. So we'll see how things go for the foreseeable future on that front. But until then, Patreon is really one of the best places to support me. So now that I've spoken about my everyday life, let's talk a little bit about what I plan to do for the future and how you can all help me. Well, one of the things that I created this channel for was to help me get over my anxiety towards creating. I have a lot of anxiety when it comes to sitting down to write something, to do something, and sometimes when I don't have a clear goal or date or deadline, I find it easy to just say, I'll do it later, I'm not going to get onto it. But if I give myself clear goals and deadlines, then I'm able to sit down and actually power through my anxiety and create what I hope, if you guys will agree with me since you subscribe to my channel, I hope is good stuff. And so doing this YouTube channel has really helped me feel more confident in my creativity and confident in my own voice. And I think one of the next steps that I really want to start taking in terms of that creativity is to start doing more fiction, to actually start writing and creating fiction things. And one of my biggest passions as a consumer of media, and something I don't really talk about often on this channel just because they're not as popular, and I want to talk about things that sort of do well in the algorithm, plus I like Star Trek and all that stuff and television as well, but one of my specific passions is audio dramas. I adore audio dramas. I listen to them all the time. They're actually probably my favorite medium of storytelling, and if I'm being completely honest. And I have a bunch of really cool, what I think are really cool audio drama ideas that I want to sit down and write and actually flesh out and build out. Some require a lot of actors, and a couple of them just require 1 or 2 people or just myself to be able to write and script and voice and to do. And I really am excited to start trying to do those projects. But unfortunately, while I do hope to start working on those projects bit by bit, one of the best things to help me be able to do those projects and get them out quicker and actually do them at a regular pace at the way I would want to, because some of them are ongoing ones, would be needing to do this full time. So while I will have some audio drama projects in the works, I'm not going to announce anything specifically yet. I am going to start work on some of the ones that are a little bit more one-off or like short series that have like a beginning and end. But if I want to aim to do some of the more longer form series that I have in my mind going on, I'm going to need your support in helping me over on Patreon to be able to hopefully, possibly do this full time. I know that that is not going to be, a tomorrow thing or a next week thing or next month thing or even maybe in the next year thing, but I do really want to focus on doing fiction projects. And like I said, I'm in the immediate future going to be working on them. But if I want to really dive into it, I think I'm going to need more time to be able to do that. And that is basically being able to do YouTube full time. Because right now specifically, I do have some more free time, but I am looking for jobs, applying for jobs, and then also trying to do YouTube full time. And then once I get a full-time job again, I'll be doing that and YouTube. And so doing fiction will be a little bit harder on the side. But if I'm doing just YouTube and then writing fiction on the side, that would be the ideal goal. So if you really want to see those projects, and like I said, I'll kind of announce them and sort of like set up campaigns when I think I'm getting closer to being able to actually fulfill them full time. But if you want to see those things and make them a reality, like I said, help me out over on Patreon. Really means a lot. Even if it's just like $2 or $5 a month, those little bits really do incrementally help. Like literally, if every single person who subscribed to my channel gave a single dollar, I would literally be able to hire a team of people to help me edit these videos, things like that. Literally, if everyone just gave $1. So seriously, if you want to help me out on my birthday right now, if you want to see some of the cool projects that I know I can give to you if I have the time to actually flesh them out, really even just $5 a month over on my Patreon really helps. And I cannot tell you how much it would mean to me. And one other thing that I do want to quick mention when it comes to fiction is I also trained as a film person. That's why I have all film equipment stuff. I do film. So on top of the fiction stuff, on top of the audio dramas, I do want to actually do some directing, like film directing. And I do have a short film that I do want to work on at some point in the near future too. But that's something that's even further off. I already have the script written. I already know what it's going to look like. And I probably will when that time comes around in a year or two. I do want to do a GoFundMe campaign to try and get that off the ground and announce it and see what all of you think about it. It is a transgender specific kind of Black Mirror-esque sci-fi short film that I think would be a lot of fun to do. But I'll talk about more about that when it gets into the near future. But again, that's a project that is a little ways off on the horizon just because of the amount of time I would need to devote to it. So I need more time to do that. And also, with all of that being said, I just want to make clear, I love doing YouTube. And when I talk about me wanting to do fiction and doing this full time, that all includes continuing to do this channel. I have a lot of cool projects coming up on the horizon, especially next month. In fact, next month I have a video that I'm super, super proud of that I got a ton of really, really cool people to be involved in, including a current era Star Trek actor. Yes, there's an actor from this current era of Star Trek that will be appearing in one of my videos next month, and I am so pumped. I am so pumped to show you that. I'm honestly very, very excited about it. So yeah, I still plan on doing this YouTube thing for the indefinite future. I'm really loving doing it. I'm trying to double down on being really creative and hone my voice. And I think all of you are starting to see that in my channel, that a lot of my main videos that go up on Friday are videos that are really pushing the boundaries of my creativity, trying to come up with new ideas to connect geek culture to social issues, politics issues, to try and really have a voice to say something meaningful with this channel. That's what I want this channel to be about, and that's what it's going to be for the indefinite future, regardless of if I'm able to do this full time or if I'm able to do the fiction stuff or other things like that. It's just being able to do this full time will allow me to push that creativity even more and into different areas and avenues. That all being said, I know right now is not the easiest time financially for a lot of people, so please take care of yourselves first. I've seen some patrons give money and they tell me like, oh, I don't have a full-time job or anything like that, but I wanted to help you out. I really appreciate that. It really means a lot. It really does help me out. But please take care of yourself first. The most important thing that you can do to help me out, honestly, is just watch my videos, like, comment, join the community, hang out with me, and just create this positive community that I really, really am very proud of. I'm so proud of this community that I've been able to help be a part of and help build. That, like, even when I do videos on really hard topics, almost all of the comments community are very positive. Even when they're being critical of me, people disagreeing with me are always doing it in such a positive, wonderful eye. And so I'm so proud of this community. And that's the most important thing to me. So Patreon really helps me, but please take care of yourself and really just take part in this beautiful thing that I think we're all creating here. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I really wanted to talk about in this channel update. Those are all just the quick things that I just wanted to mention. Like I said, it's my birthday today, so I'd love to see any birthday well wishes down in the comments. Honestly, just seeing nice and happy, positive stuff really just, it makes my day. So I usually don't expressly call for them, but if I could get some wonderful birthday comments down in the comments below, that would It would really just be a wonderful booster to my day today. And I think being my birthday, I'm allowed to be a little bit selfish and ask for that. So I hope you'll indulge me a little bit there. But regardless of all that stuff, whether you subscribe, whether you give to my Patreon, whether you hang out in the community, whether you even comment at all, I'm just glad that you stopped by and watched this video. And I hope that you, as always, live long and prosper. Thank you so much to all of my patrons, especially right now considering everything that's going on in the world. You keep me motivated and you help me continue doing this channel every single month. I could not do it without you. And a special thanks to my patrons, Polymena, Mystic the Monarchete, Bree Beecher, Din Hagney, Dante St. James, Anti-Cat808, Patrick Shannon, Wayne Twitchell, Wen Dizzlebizzle, Subraxis, Zach Cody, Maeve, Jason Knott, Maggie Evans, Christy Marie Johnson, Gavin Robinson, William Stewart, Michael Beam, Miranda Janelle, Mari Neckar, Lorena Mesa, Wellington Marcus, Susan Banks, Buttoneer, Ish the Mad, Ashley Allen Bociccio, Boyd and Mary Beth Earl, Stefan Schuhart, Greg Gillum, Christina Dalliance, Ashlyn Solstice, and Eli Bergmoss. Thank you to all of you.